right, guys, here we go. Welcome to Summoner's Rift Group D, the tiebreaker between Xenics Storm and CJ Frost here on Champions Winter with Doan Monte Cristo. Thanks for joining us on a very special Champions Winter.
It is a very special tiebreaker Champions Winter, and don't forget we are going to be doing the bracket draw after this, so stick around to see who is going to be playing whom in the playoffs. Should be pretty fun.
You know, I'm glad it wasn't a sad, very special Champions Winter, too, because whenever a sitcom has, like, a very special full house, you know somebody's going to die. Or, like, somebody's going to get in trouble.
SKTS died today, Doa.
Exactly, okay. That's true. We did lose one of our main characters in Champions Winter, so a very special Champions Winter.
It's true.
Gather the family, but bring the tissues, because tears will be shed.
It's okay. The other SKT team is still around.
That's true.
But both CJ teams getting into the playoffs, so maintaining their divisional dominance of this tournament.
Yep. Pretty amazing, actually, the record over time. I mean, this is CJ Frost, what now, 102nd game in Champions? Yeah, because it was 100 on their first one last match, so just the amount of games, just in pure numbers that the CJ teams have played. Blaze can't be too far behind, really.
No, they certainly are not. So coming in to this game, just about as passive as you can get, actually.
Yeah.
Xenics Storm not even wanting to ward anywhere near their opponent's jungle, instead just river and their own jungle entrances, drive rush right there. So.
Yep.
Wow. So passive. All right. So Arrow and Peekaboo going up into the top lane.
Well, welcome to Season 4.
Yep. And Gimgoon going to be doing a little bit of a jungle follow right here. Shy, careful.
Shy, you gotta be careful. Yeah, don't want to get pulverized. Could get poked pretty hard, but they're gonna zone him out of a lot of XP, and not the best missing shot ever, but they're gonna keep Shy well away from those minions.
Yeah, Swift just going on his merry jungling way right here, so a little bit of XP for Gimgoon right there. Shy gets zoned off the wave relatively quickly, so seems like we'll have just a tiny bit of an edge for Gimgoon right here as he gets back into lane.
She must have been a Shy fan. She did not look happy at all.
So yeah, I think that the compositions here are quite clear. You know, Xenics Storm, they've got a lot of early game power. They have a lot of early game CC, a lot of early game poke, and a lot of early game team fight potential. So Xenics Storm, they've got to make the most of that. They've got to make sure they get this first dragon.
I just wonder what Mad Life thinks, too. I mean, Mad Life, known for his Alistar play, kind of the superstar in Alistar, and then Peekaboo comes in and beats him with Alistar, and then continues to play Alistar against him.
I mean, he lost the game that he played Alistar, so I'm sure Mad Life.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they won the first game where they played Thresh Draven.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Still.
But yeah, I think, actually Alistar lost both the games. Mad Life lost to Alistar as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we haven't seen Alistar do the best in this tournament.
I guess maybe they just get together and, have a good cry about playing Alistar. Never mind.
So, yeah, Swift coming into the mid lane right now. Not looking to dive, just looking to get a little... Oh, actually, he is looking to dive.
Yes, he is. GBM is lined right up for it, too. There we go, the flash cocoon, they catch GBM under turret, and he's gonna go down. First blood claimed by Coco.
And this is a team that loves to feed Coco. This is their really modus operandi right here. And since they have the 2v1 in top lane, they're freeing up Alistar to roam as well, which is really scary.
Yeah, they are.
So this is, usually we see Swift and Peekaboo coming in at the same time, but didn't need to do it that time, and they did get a really nice flash off right there.
Yep.
GBM not standing much of a chance. No Ignite either in order to get any kind of counter kill with the turret. So GBM can still use his teleport to make a play somewhere else.
And you got to know that, at the very least, he's been practicing Kassadin heavily because they came into this most likely with the plan to take Kassadin away in that way from Coco. But we'll see, as the game progresses, just how comfortable GBM looks on that Kassadin pick. So far, not so much.
Right, and if you're looking at the 2v1 situation here, again, I'm really focusing on that first dragon fight because that has to be a goal of Xenics Storms with this composition. As See Vi wrapping around here. Helios.
Oh, Helios, he's going to go for it, looks like. Maybe.
He can't get
Peekaboo
it
coming down.
Peekaboo can zone too hard.
Does he have the ward? Oh, Helios jumping on Peekaboo. There's the pulverize. Peekaboo needing to run. Arrow has to arcane shift away. And a little bit of a close call there, but they get out of the gank. Deliver a little bit of damage to Helios, but Shy getting some time to get some CS. He's way up on Kimgoon now in that bot lane.
So yeah, GBM taking a little look there. Does find out where Swift is right by the race. So Swift now moving down. Just going to do double golems, not helping out Gimgoon just yet. Gimgoon has fallen back to double golems just to get a little bit of XP at times. But in this 2v1, I mean, Shy's doing a great job of CSing in this top lane right now. But this Rumble early on is going to be so much less item dependent.
Here comes Swift as well. The Cocoon does not hit Mad Life, and they're going to be able to back off. Mad Life goes for the flay, but can't connect.
Yeah, Gimgoon also not 6 yet, so they weren't even going to be able to 2v2 that particularly effectively.
Oh, GBM going way in on Coco. A lot of damage there.
Yeah, the thing is, Coco does have great mana sustain and therefore great HP sustain with that chalice, so you can trade all day. Not too much worry. Gimgoon still not quite 6 yet, though Mad Life and Space will have to be careful pretty soon about that 2v2 all in.
Now Gank by Mom went up and put a ward into the enemy jungle there. Try to walk.
Yeah, he's been really careful about that.
He needs to be.
Yeah, placing down those wards early on.
Yeah.
So, but Arrow and Peekaboo not able to get that much damage down on the turret yet. Helios looking like
Oh, Mad Life gets caught by that Cocoon. Swift doing some damage there. But immediately Swift gets bursted down by Space. Mad Life, of course, can do a little bit of damage himself as well, but need to back off. Whoa. Yeah, the ultimate. Oh, here we go. Arrow. Nice pulverize. Peekaboo keeps Arrow alive. Can he get away himself, though? A little bit of a sacrifice. No, he's going to be fine.
Yeah, just fine. Peekaboo has a ton of HP left as well.
Oh, yeah.
And it's difficult to all in an Alistar lane just because if you try and get on one target, as long as you stay close to your carry, you'll bunch up the enemy as well for that pulverize.
Yep.
So pretty simple to escape those situations. But that said, Shy continues to be able to farm pretty well, and he's also kept a lot of HP on that turret so far.
Yeah, honestly, Shy has done a great job in the 1v2 up in top lane. Really good.
Yeah, Coco still with a pretty big edge here in mid, though. He's taken the CS lead. He did get that kill on account of Swift, and there's the first blue buff being handed over.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give Gank by Mom the blue buff on the other side, too, so both mid laners are going to return with that extra sustain. Gimgoon rotating up to the top lane. He's going to get a chance to finally catch up a little bit in farm.
Look what they're doing, though. Okay, so they know there's a ward in Tribrush right now. So Elise going to pop one down there as well. Interesting, 2 wards up there. A little bit of miscommunication, looks like. But this Elise pick, now they want to use Rumble up in there to actually secure a kill. You'll notice they rotated right as Rumble hits 6.
Yeah.
So if they can get some sort of all-in onto Shy, they may be able to slow him down a little bit. In the meantime, they'll go ahead and take that red buff. Swift will pick it up.
Swift does grab that one. And we're getting to around that point where the first dragon fight would normally happen, but not really an opportunity just yet.
Yeah, nobody really has that good angle just yet. And there, we do have that gold lead for Xenics Storm right now, so they don't have to force a play. They're not desperate to do anything.
Yep.
I think the timing of that rotation will end up being pretty good for Xenics Storm, but I think Swift has to be able to make a play up there.
We'll see. Space doing a good job of keeping up in CS, and really the mid lane, kind of the main storyline of this game so far, the huge lead that Coco has over Gank by Mom. And, Helios coming in for a little bit of a lane gank.
Yeah, Swift actually not quite recalling right there. He's waiting for it.
Yeah, he is. And here we go. Vault Breaker loaded up. He's going to go on, ulting onto Arrow, who arcane shifts right away. Peekaboo comes in with the CC. Mad Life gets bursted down like nobody's business. Here we go, though. GBM coming in with the teleport, looking for a little bit of revenge, but he gets caught.
Coco's here.
Coco's coming in, and there's a double kill already for Arrow. Helios in a little bit of trouble as well. They do manage to take down Swift, but a triple kill. Can they make it a quadra? Oh, Coco steals that one. but 4 kills for 1. Xenics Storm owns CJ Frost in that bot lane.
You got to be so worried about the amount of CC that they have from that Alistair. I mean, really impeccable turnaround right there from Peekaboo going in, and they're going to take a dragon forward as well, so a massive lead developing for Xenics Storm right here. Even after that teleport was using, it was a really good read by Coco. He roamed so early on right there that he caught the teleport right and pretty much was able to follow it up immediately, so incredibly good preemptive play from Coco to meet Cassidon into that bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean,
take a look at this again. Watch the mini-map right here. So he pushes it up, and he already starts roaming. You can see that he watched it come down, and there's the teleport starting, but with the speed coming in, you know, they blow up Mad Life immediately thanks to the crowd control. Kite it all the way back to the turret right here. GBM with the exhaust down on it isn't able to make a play, and Coco shows up. Oh man, that is just a massacre. Giving Arrow those 3 kills is going to be devastating.
Well, the other thing too is Coco, when he teleported in, just didn't really have any damage.
I mean, yeah, it's true. You know, he doesn't have any combat stats. He did have Tier Flask. That's not going to be particularly helpful.
No, you're not going to be able to really contribute too much to a team fight at that point.
Especially when you're exhausted. I mean, that's virtually no damage at that point coming
exactly. So, bit of an interesting choice to go for that teleport. Thought they could make something happen, but did not end up working out. And now Gank by Mom is pretty much just shut down in that mid lane. Athene's against Tyr is basically what we have going on in that mid lane.
Oh god, that's bad.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have Trinity Force versus the makings of a Bloodthirster. So things kind of hurting across the board. I mean, Shy kind of the bright spot of this game, and Helios has had an okay game as well. But
also, you'll notice that Talisman is completed onto Alistair. They're going to be able to all in this really easily.
And they're just going to use it right now. There we go. Pulverize, and then the headbutt right. Mad Life going back into that. And Space, oh, he dodges the cocoon, but another easy kill on the Mad Life. Storm extends their lead.
Yeah, Peekaboo kind of strangely using ult a little bit late right there, but I mean, that's the advantage that you have. They came into lane, so they go back, they know they can get that Talisman and that they have a big advantage right now. All they have to do is walk back into that lane, pop the Talisman, knowing that Mad Life isn't going to have his.
Oh, goodbye, Space. Wow. And then that happened.
So that was just a good decision there from Xenics Storm, taking the advantage that they just got, turning it into an even bigger snowball. Yeah. And there's really nothing that Mad Life and Space could do right there.
No, I mean, they are just so far behind right now that at this point, Xenics Storm can kind of just gank that lane at will. And they're going to take the turret.
You know, needless to say, like, Arrow has had some fantastic games, not only on Draven, but on Ezreal as well. I mean, we remember that game that Xenix had against the Jin Air Falcons where it was something, there were like 50 kills in that game, and Arrow died once.
Yep.
Once.
Oh, there's the flash ultimate onto Kimgoon. Can they get anything out of that? There's the equalizer. Kimgoon probably going to go down here. Helios very low, the ignite, and wow, they make it 1-for-1. Nothing working out for Frost today.
Yeah, couldn't quite get him down far enough, and even with the gank right there, they did expend the flash and the ultimate from Vi. I mean, pretty much a bunch of summoners used for a 1-for-1 trade. That's a win for Xenics Storm as long as the top turret doesn't go down.
5,000 gold lead now at 1330. Top turret is in a little bit of trouble, but Peekaboo and Arrow are making their way up there. And actually, Shy, oh, there's a ward. Shy not going to be backing off. He's just going to try to make it out now. There we go. Pulverize into the wall. There's the pulverize out there. The headbutt into the wall. There's the exhaust. Shy, yet, like you said, no flash. They're just going to chase him down. Can he get away? There's another nice headbutt, making sure that Shy can't make it out. And Peekaboo claims that one. He's 1-0-6 on the day. This is going to be our most one-sided game of the night, isn't it?
This is pretty ridiculous that Frost is getting destroyed this hard. Wow. I mean, it's really, Frost, yes, Frost is not as good as Frost was in previous seasons, but it's also a testament just to the general level of skill here in Champions that we're seeing, you know, teams like Blaze barely make the playoffs, and kind of the unfathomable happening, which is Frost not ending up first place in this group.
Kimgoon in a little bit of trouble in that mid lane, though. They're going to be able to take him out.
Yeah, but they're losing towers at an alarming rate. They're already pushing down the second tier turret and top. Yep. I don't even think they're going to be able to get first tier in that mid lane.
Doesn't look like it, not with Swift there. The recall's going down now for Xenics Storm. They're going to possibly lose this tier 2 bot turret. Two-shot barrage actually doesn't really hit the minions, which is what they needed, but here comes Swift now, and he should be able to chase Space and Mad Life away. Yep, and he will.
Yep, good rotation right there. You know, we saw Swift move, push out mid, then move down bot, and they sent everybody who was pushing the tier 2 turret up in top lane in the mid, so very well done. And they'll hand over the blue buff to Nidalee, who's getting pretty darn scary. Madlife still without his talisman.
Yeah, without the
That's
talisman,
been a really big difference maker in this game.
Yeah. I mean, he did just pick up his boots at least, so he'll be a little bit more mobile, but it's not looking too good.
Well, the Vision Stranglehold is imminent. We look at the number of pink wards right now that Xenics Storm has. They're trying to get control over their enemy's jungle, and they're going to be able to. No, that's not good. That's just going to tickle.
Yep, that's about it. Wow, tier 2 turret goes down. 7K gold lead now. It just gets worse and worse. 5 turrets to 1. Shy going to be able to make it 5 turrets to 2 at least.
They're going to get behind him. No, he has to back off. I'm not actually sure this turret's going to go down. It's not going to go down to the minions.
Wow.
And now there's nothing he can do about it. So just barely not making it. Shy, a bit of a miscalculation.
Yeah. One of those painful games I think I've seen Frost play in a long time. And how about Xenics Storm? I mean, yeah, the group was probably one of the weakest in Champions, but still, to come out in first over CJ Frost, quite an accomplishment for these guys.
Really surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, if you looked at that Group D on paper, you would have said, yep, Frost coming out.
Yeah, I would have been like Frost and then maybe Storm or Stealth. It'll be like a toss-up between those two, but Storm has been so strong. And here we go, Swift coming in, trying to go for that Dragon Steel, and they're going to get it. Nice combination of Spear, and then Peekaboo comes in for the Pulverize, immediately spaced, ducking over the wall. He can't fight that. They're going to, oh, there we go. Almost catching gank by Mom, but Frost disengages, and that's just going to pile even more gold onto the lead for Xenics Storm.
I mean, Frost's only hope right now is to get a pick and to try and use this Fed Riven to do something. Many picks, yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they have the composition for it, but it just doesn't look like Xenics Storm is going to give them an opportunity, considering how well they're doing vision control. Look at this spear combination with the very nice smite right there. Yeah. And CJ Frost, Helios just not expecting that spear to come in or that decision to be made by Xenics Storm, but the coordination really nice there.
Man, I feel like every time, Xenics Storm is one of those teams where every time we see them play, I feel like they're a little bit better than the time before. And when I see that in a team, that gets really exciting.
Well, it's interesting about Xenics Storm because I think Xenics Storm is a very good example of how you don't have to make the best play calls, but you can make really aggressive play calls and kind of push your opponent into reacting to your decisions, and that can win you games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your play calling doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be followed, and it has to force your opponent to react.
Yeah. Well, that 2-2 turret in a lot of trouble. Will CJ go in on this one? I think it'd be a little bit dangerous, but they're all there. Everybody but ganked by Mom. He does have teleport, but they're just going to give up the turret.
Oh, God.
Nothing they can do.
You're not going to win with the split pushing Kassadin.
I don't think so. Expeke he is not. No backdoors here, I think.
Yeah. Oh, this is really bad for Frost.
Yeah.
Pretty much no way they can come out of this one. I mean, honestly, you know, Xenics Storm, I think, doing a smart job of playing this one out as well. They know they have this advantage.
Oh, they catch Helios just right off the bat. Pulverize helps them secure that kill.
They have the outer turrets down, but they don't have to play a Baron Dance game right now. You know, they've got the disengage from Peekaboo. They're so far ahead in items that their switching doesn't really matter because they have a ton of damage that they're going to be able to output. So just go ahead and use Peekaboo to, you know, kind of play the defensive lineman position while the rest of your team just pokes down and kites. You have the talisman advantage. I mean, look at the item difference right now between Peekaboo and Madlife. Talisman and the tails against Zip.
Yeah, boost mobility and Ruby Crystal with the tier 2 for the coin.
Yeah,
it's not looking good.
It's bad. It's real bad.
I mean, you just have to compare everybody. I mean, look at the carries, too. Just a Bloodthirster and Berserker Cubes for space. Trinity Force, Greaves, and Blade of the Ruined King are ready for Arrow. I mean...
And GBM's still lacking any kind of actual combat stats. He had to get Home Guard, so he's... You know, behind right now, he's got a blasting wand. That's it.
That is it.
Compared to, oh God.
Oh, he's on the run. Here we go. Peekaboo trying to get up there. He will. There's Pulverize. Shy getting exhausted as well. They're going to drop down the Equalizer. True Shot Barrage comes in, helps Kim Goon pick up that one. Oh, man. Storm. You know, we said going into this one was going to be a little bit more action-packed. This one is going to be a little bit more bloody. That's how Xenics Storm likes to play it. Right from that first gank in the mid lane on GBM. They really really crushed CJ Frost. What an impressive game from Storm.
Coco and Arrow just so good, though.
Yeah, man. Really, really good. I don't think they've died yet.
And it's good for the Xenics organization to realize this because, you know, they switched everybody on this team out from last season.
Yeah.
They only kept Coco and Arrow, but they built a team that really works around them, that allows these two to get very fed.
Yep, and there goes the mid inhibitor. They're just going to back off comfortably. The lanes are looking pretty decent.
Yeah, sometimes when you look at teams, you know, if you recognize that you've got a couple really solid players, you've got a couple star players that can carry you, you need to develop a supporting cast that will let these players shine. And by finding a support like
Yeah.
Peekaboo,
Oh, there we go. And wow, Helios not having a good day.
yeah, but just finding a support like Peekaboo, finding a jungler like Swift
Oh,
who really
man.
synergizes well with Coco, these are what they needed.
Yeah. You know, Helios in that uncomfortable spot where you're a Vi that hasn't had a good game and then you just become useless in the later game.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And now we see that Leandri's good pickup from Gimgood. You just want to go glass cannon, burn these people down as fast as possible. Mad Life taking a spear, but the Rabadon's finished. I mean, all GVM has right now is an Archangel's.
Second inhibitor going down. I mean, there's just way too much power in Xenic Storm. CJ Frost can literally do nothing at this point.
Yep,
Literally nothing.
Yeah, literally nothing. And Xenic Storm, I love how they're not Baron dancing right here. They're not taking the risks. They know they have the siege advantage.
Like in order
just
for Frost,
they're using their comp so well.
In order for Frost to win this game, Xenic Storm would really, literally right now have to get out of the booth and then go have Korean barbecue with us and just leave.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we'd go have delicious Korean barbecue, and then Frost would be playing against people that were AFK, and they could come back and win this game. But
I think
as
that's
is,
pretty apt. Pretty apt.
pretty much the only chance they've got. I mean, if you're willing to carry, I'll go knock on the door. I'm kind of hungry. We'll give it a try anyway.
Yeah, this split pushing past him is just kind of a disaster.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Ganked by Mom.
Well, it's the only thing they can do, right? Because they have to use the teleport that they have. That's their only option. It is legitimately their only option.
Yep.
But it just also is such a long shot.
Well, if Frost wins this one, it will be the biggest comeback we've ever seen in Champions. Hands down. Helios just hiding in the brush. I don't think he's really waiting for anyone. I think he's just hiding at this point. Oh, GBM. Oh, there we go. Hit with the headbutt. Everybody finds Gank by Mom at the same time. Taking a leisurely stroll through the forest when suddenly...
There's a great surround. I mean, GVM had nowhere to go right there. Xenic Storm, man, do they look impressive.
They really do. I mean, actually, legitimately a scary team to watch out for in the round of 8, which is something I never really thought I'd be saying at the beginning of the season. We knew they were good, but...
Well, I mean, this
really good.
Xenic Storm has been by far the biggest surprise in this season. I mean, we've talked about this before, but the WCG qualifiers game gave insight into stealths, into shield, and into blue. But
they get shy. That was a close call, man. Peekaboo comes in, headbutt space away.
I love this, the way Xenic Storm playing this out.
I agree. Oh, there we go. They do jump onto him. And there's a box, a nice box for Mad Life. But again, the power just way too high from Xenic Storm. Shy going down. Everybody just taken out immediately. Arrow fairly low, out of the fight early on, but the rest of the team doing fine. Coco doing a lot of damage as well, and GVM standing between those Nexus turrets, trying to contribute, but that's going to be it. There goes Nexus turret number 1. Oh, Peekaboo knocks him back into the fountain. There goes Nexus turret number 2. Swift a bit low, GVM a bit low. There goes the Nexus, and Xenic Storm will absolutely crush CJ Frost and move out to the round of 8 in first place in Group D. Unbelievable game from Xenic Storm.
Especially Arrow, man. 8-0 and 6, 14 out of those 16 kills he was a part of. The fantastic